Do positive thoughts really make good things happen? The fourth Hermetic Principle makes the argument that our thoughts influence material reality, but surely this can't be possible. Of course, this would mean negative thoughts would make bad things happen, but the universe can't be that black and white, can it? The truth must lie somewhere in the middle, something both black and white simultaneously. The fourth Hermetic Principle explains, everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half-truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. Placing the principle over human thought may be too complicated for us at this moment, so we should work our way up, starting with objective facts of reality. Magnets have positive and negative poles, of course, but those are boring. No one cares about rocks that can produce invisible force fields that attract and repel other substances within our universe. Rocks that, when charged, can create forces so powerful they can crush cars, or create forces so subtle that they can store digital memory. Digital memory so complex that it can store the memory of the moments that I created in this video.
Writing data to the disk is done by manipulating the direction of magnetization of a localized region or domain of the cobalt-chromium-tantalum layer in the disk.
This video exists as a manifestation of binary code, just sequences of ones and zeros that were written with magnets. And you may think, wow, whatever. But these sequences of ones and zeros tell the processors what transistors open and close, open and closed, on and off, negative and positive. Today's fastest mobile processors have clock speeds ranging from 1.8 gigahertz to 2.2 gigahertz. That means the little switches in your phone you're using to watch this video turns on and off over 2 billion times per second. Those transistors create the outputs that are the audio and video of this file, which in particular has over 3,760,000,000 ones and zeros in a unique pattern. And if you were to say this sequence out loud, non-stop, without doing anything else, it would take you over 64 years to recite, and you wouldn't even get a bathroom break. But that's fair when comparing a computer to a system that only fires at 500 hertz, which is 500 ons and offs per second. And what system is that? The neurons in our brain are that system. Now we're getting a little bit closer to human thought. If we were binary, we could polarize ourselves and pull things we desire in reality towards us like magnets. We could even attract horrifying things. But we are not binary. Are we? Well, kinda. We mustn't forget that all truths are but half-truths. When I polarize my hard drive to store the ones and zeros required to play a game like Skyrim, the computer has to run to show me Skyrim. The data has to be processed. Skyrim isn't really in the computer, just polarized magnets are. When these polarized magnets are processed, Skyrim becomes happening. The code is the perfect combination to allow the happening that is Skyrim. So did the hard drive will Skyrim? Does its polarity will the existence of the happening of the game? Well, yes. And if our brain is kind of like a hard drive, in the sense that it stores polarity, does it will our own happening, this unique happening that is our current experience? Well, yes. So in theory, we could polarize our minds and memories with positive thoughts and ideas. So positive thoughts and ideas were more likely to become a regular happening. And then maybe good things would be more likely to happen to us. Well, no. Thoughts can't shape reality. People are just lucky or unlucky. I can think as positively as I want and still stroke out and die right now. A stray bullet could fall through the sky and kill us both instantly. Like, seriously.
A Southside Jacksonville mother of 3 is thankful that she, her family, and the family's pets were not hurt when a bullet came crashing through the roof of their home.
This is a picture of the bullet after it penetrated the ceiling before ultimately coming to a rest on the floor. It happened the night of New Year's Eve.
Between the years 1985 and 1992, doctors at the King Drew Medical Center in Los Angeles, California, treated some 118 people from random falling bullet injuries. 38 of them died. So you're telling me that these people willed that on themselves? On top of that, if thoughts shaped reality, that would mean just thinking about this would increase our odds of dying right now. So this can't be true. At least, I don't believe it is. And I have no evidence of it being true. I mean, most of us here can agree that bad things do happen to good people. Yet the law states that opposites are identical in nature yet different in degree. If we all come from one thing, as the Kybalion states, the ones and zeros in our computers are really the same thing as the games the computers execute. The computer itself is the game as well, and we experience the game are the game as well. We exist as a degree of the game, and it exists as a degree of us. I mean, the game wouldn't run without us starting it, right? If you leave a laptop in the forest and no one was there to use it, would it Skyrim? I mean, the odds aren't zero, but probably not. Don't let this keep you up at night, though. In fact, if you have trouble sleeping, you should try some sugar pills before sleep. Just make sure you label the bottle sleeping pills. By the way, they will be more effective if a friend gives you a sugar pill and lies about it, telling you it's a sleeping pill. This is known as the placebo effect. Robert Buckman, clinical oncologist and professor of medicine, concludes that placebos are extraordinary drugs. They seem to have some effect on almost every symptom known to mankind and work in at least a third of patients and sometimes up to 60%. The placebo effect reveals the truth that seemingly simple thoughts or supposed ideas can change physical reality as they are one and the same. Just by lying, we can direct entire human bodies into doing what we wish, and then those bodies execute tasks and change the physical world. If this wasn't true, we wouldn't have commercial advertisements that purposefully associate products with thoughts and ideas that have nothing to do with the original function of the products. In a way, you could say advertisements polarize our minds and make manifest the dreams of the marketers at the price of our realities. And these marketers pay crazy amounts of money to place ads, to place spells on the collective minds who consume specific content. So good or bad thinking may not directly summon millions into your bank account overnight or cause you to develop cancer, but they without a doubt change the odds. So the next time you come to a conclusion about something that makes you feel wretched, do yourself a favor. In fact, do us all a favor and find a positive thought. In a universe where innocent people die from random bullets falling from the sky, we owe ourselves positivity. We owe ourselves the choice to engage each moment with love and exuberance, since each passing moment is never guaranteed. The admittance that things in our lives cannot stay this way forever may be the most sane thing we can think. And that may sound pretty grim. And of course, trying to be happy may feel fake when you start, like a rejection of your reality. But this rejection of reality is hope in disguise. The hope that things can change for the better, and hope gets us to roll the dice. Hope is the optimum program.